Yo, what's up? Welcome back, Jack. How you been? It's Yin. Welcome back to Yin Vision, where we talk about positivity. We talk about optimal mindset, trying to get you to your goal in life, right? While using a positive mindset and, kind of improving yourself in all different ways in life. Today, we're going to talk about something that's is kind of, for me, it's one of the bigger elephants in the room. It's a problem I face all the time, and I'm having it right now. As of this moment, I'm facing it right now, and that is, it's called the precipice. I call it the precipice. Some people call it the threshold. The threshold is a good one too. I call it the precipice of change. Right. The precipice of change is when you're right at the threshold, when you're right at the corner. That's why people call it the threshold. When you're right at the the edge of something important that you're changing in your life, something significant, like you're moving, you're starting a new relationship, you're getting married, you're having kids, start a new job. That's like a big part of your life or whatever. Like all these things, right? Maybe you're quitting a job, right? All of these things are part of it, right? Or you're moving to like a whole new country or something like that. You're visiting a country you've never been to before. That's also another one. The precipice of change is like that moment where you're before the moment of no return, right? There's like this edge of like, you pass this line, there is no going back, right? For example, if you're going to a new country and you've registered and applied and everything, one of the thresholds is a very expensive application. Like as soon as you put that money down, you're in, you're all in, you're invested. Another one would be you get on that plane, you're in, you're invested. Another one would be you like the country you're in, you get the residency from that country, you have applied for it and you got it and it's approved, and you stay there. You're just like getting a new spot there, a more expensive, better place that's more of an investment for you and your family in that new country. Now you're invested. That's it. That's the threshold right there. You've passed it. You're in. You've made your decision. You're good. Quitting a job is another one. When you quit, there's really no going back. Like you've quit, right? Or you don't renew a lease, right? You don't renew a lease, and you fully intend on just packing your stuff and you leave. As soon as you pack up, I mean, some people say packing up isn't that big of a deal, but I think once you packed up you bought all those boxes and you're packing and you've done all that work, once you got it all packed up in the place, it's real. It's in the physical world. You no longer have you no longer are in this place of it's in your head. Now it's in the real world, right? And so that's kind of like the precipice, the threshold. And I think the fear of passing it is always going to be there. The fear of like that welling up inside you of you could still go back. You could still go back. It's still in there, where the way I look at it now is I processed it in this way, right? And maybe this works for you. The way I processed this is you look at that situation and you have a list of why you're still doing it. Why are you going through this change? Why are you going to this new place? Why are you starting a new job? Why are you getting married? Why are you, whatever it is that you're enacting, whatever change you're trying to enact in your life, right? Why? You have to ask yourself that question. It's a very important question. And it reminds you of all the things that are motivating you, right? It reminds you why you're in this place, in this situation in the first place, why you're here in the first place, what matters to you most, right? Kind of centering yourself. You're realigning yourself again. You're realigning your goals, your statement, and your mission, right? Your overall mission, right? The goal is the final step, the place you're trying to get to, the destination you're trying to get to. The mission is the actual process getting there, right? And so don't allow your fear to be this big enemy, this big elephant in the room, right? On that threshold. Think of it more as a checkpoint. It's a checkpoint. You are now sitting down and reminding yourself why you're doing this in the first place. I'm literally right now in the process of this big change in my life, which I will announce once it's finished. Once the process is done, I'll be like, it's all done, and we'll go through that whole thing together. But in the meantime, I'm doing this, talking about it, talking about all this stuff, because I think now more than ever, this world needs the positivity. This world needs these kinds of ways of realigning and rethinking, re-perspective, reshaping how we look at the world and our lives and our own experiences. It really is necessary, because now things are complicated, and it's not the good old days, not the simple days where you were a kid and you could just rely on your parents. Now you are your parent. You are the person. You're the guy. You got to be the guy. You got to be the captain. I've said that a billion times, and I'll say it for the rest of my life. You got to be the captain of your ship. It's your life, right? So steer it right. Where are you going? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Where do you see yourself in 20 years? I think it's important to kind of realign those things and imagine anything, like having that sky mind, which I talked about before. You can watch that video, the sky mind, the abundance mindset, having a belief that you can achieve anything, and then picking something that you truly love and believe in. I almost said blove. It's like they're both coming out at the same time. My point is, when you do that, when you realign all of those those fears into one checkpoint, and you remind yourself why you're doing it, I bet you all of that stuff, it will be much more clear, like where you want to go and how you want to get there and how big of a problem this fear is. It will be way more easy to make that decision again, because every day you choose. You don't choose one time, right? Every day you choose to continue. You choose to continue your mission. You choose to continue your goals. You choose to continue the life that you live. Every day you recommit to yourself. Anyways, that's it from me. That's my opinion. What's your opinion? I want to hear that in the comment section. Appreciate your time. Have a great day.